Hello. Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room. We are going to be coloring with the layers of beauty stamp set masks and dies tonight because why not? I'm just over on Facebook making sure that I'm up and running in my Creative Escapes group. There I am. Okay, got that happening. Get this up so that I don't get confused because it's easy to confuse me. I have to have 3 screens open with this new system. The first screen is one with Creative Escapes where I have to link Facebook to StreamYard. The second one is where I have to link StreamYard to Facebook. And then the third one is where I have to watch so I can see comments and stuff. Hi, Norma. Yay. So I must be up and running, and give me a thumbs up or let me know that audio is good, video is good, and then we'll have some chocolate. So last night in my VIP group, I created a card, and I don't even have it here to show you because it's already down the other end of my house in my display for my launch party. Oh, good. Thumbs up from Norma. But we created it in Petunia Pop and Summer Splash. So tonight I asked for color suggestions, and I got one from Nadine of Pretty in Pink and Summer Splash. Now, Nadine, I don't think she'll be watching us tonight because they're on a road trip this weekend. Oh, Holly says so far so good. So this is Pretty in Pink and Summer Splash is what Nadine suggested. So we'll do one, but I have up to 3 to do tonight. Chocolate, anybody? If you don't like chocolate, there's High Chew, there's Werther's, there's a Toblerone, sugar-free. There we go. Okay. I don't have my pretty paper down tonight because I'm going to be messy, and I didn't want to be messy on my pretty paper. So I've got my paper. So if anybody wants to suggest a color scheme, up to 5 colors, one for each mask. So we have the rose background, we have the rose layer, then we have the rose centers, and then we have the leaves background and the leaves centers. So there's 5 different masks, and we can use up to 5 different colors. So if you want to suggest, then head on over there to suggest in the comments. Tell me what colors you think we should be using. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Pat. Okay, so Kathy, this Kathy House in here. Kathy is the artist that created our cards for the Summer Creative Escape using this bundle. They're gorgeous, by the way. So thanks for joining us, Kathy. So Kathy, tell me in the comments, when you color with this, do you start with one and work your way through, or do you just grab one and go with it? Shy Shamrock and Petunia Pop, says Holly. Okay, I got it. Shy Shamrock and Petunia. Okay, I tend to start with number 1 because I'm OCD and that's just the way my brain works, right? So I'm going to put a little bit. Kathy starts with number 1 because she's OCD and likes to be orderly too. See, we get along well together, Kathy and I and Leanne, because we're kind of think the same way. Okay, so I got it upside down from last night, and that will just confuse me. I don't want to be upside down from last night. There we go. Got the flower. I'm looking at the centers. We're going to start with Pretty in Pink and Summer Splash. And then we'll go from there. And Holly has suggested Shy Shamrock. Uh-oh, I totally forgot to get the tape again. I I like holding these things down so that they don't move on me. So Holly suggested Shy Shamrock and Petunia Pop. So we're going to go with that. As soon as we'll do this one first, then we'll do that one. And then if there's any other comments of different colors, we'll go with those. OCD would be another word. Hey, I can relate to that, Kathy. Hi, Lena. So not too much longer left to register for the Creative Escape, but there is still a bit of time. Okay, so we're going to start with Pretty in Pink. Oops, I closed it. And look, I did exactly the same thing tonight that I did last night. I didn't leave myself enough room over here. So I just have to move a few things. Because I've got to be able to get, see, we're moving this. I'm going to try and do it without disrupting the whole thing. Because I have to leave enough room to put my ink pad out there and you still be able to see it. There we go. We'll go with right there. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is draw that little notch. That'll give me an idea of where to start. Pat says Melon Mambo and Flirty Flamingo. Oh, okay. Melon and Flirty. Do you have a color you want the leaves, or do you want the leaves to be one of those pinks, Pat? Okay. I need a blending brush. And we're going to load it up with Pretty in Pink. Now, I don't think I'll be making a card tonight, but I wanted to play with different colors and see. So if you guys could come up with other than pink and other than just two, I'd like to do at least one where we have like 3 different colors for the flowers and 2 different colors for the leaves. But of course, I can always stamp more. And we can go with the extra ones. I got to remember these 2 little outliers out here because those are the ones I forgot last night. Had to go back and do. Okay, so there's Pretty in Pink, layer number 1. Granny Apple Green. Okay, got it. Oh, you're very welcome, Lena. Thanks for sharing your beautiful cards with us. Okay, there's Pretty in Pink, layer number 1. And lifting it up. You probably don't. This is probably overkill, putting that many pieces of tape on there, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, now when I'm lining this up, I'm paying attention to the flower centers again, because that is a really good indication of where you need to put your masks. There we go. And when I'm putting my masks on, I'm in a couple of spots, I'm putting it on the paper and the mask at the same time, just so they stay. Love how you use the lid to get started. I'm going to have to remember that. Kathy, then you don't waste any ink because you can still use that. And it actually makes it a lot softer than even doing it on paper. Berry Burst, Petunia Pop, Fresh Freesia. I love how deep red roses, but don't know what colors to get it. Oh, we could do real red. And Norma said that in reds. And we could use real red for the first 2 layers and finish off with cherry cobbler on the top. What do you think? Pat suggested Berry Burst, Petunia Pop, and Fresh Freesia. Yeah, just be really careful with this mask because of this little piece right here. I bent mine. It got caught in the towel when I was drying it. Very first time I used it, so it's kind of a little decrepit. But aren't we all decrepit? Okay, so we'll do one in red and red and cherry cobbler. And we'll see what that looks like. Okay, now this I'm doing a little bit more pressure so that it's a little bit darker. Because Pretty in Pink is not as dark. Now, I did go back in my books today looking for the hex codes, which is the color codes, for Pretty in Pink when it was around the first time, and compared it to the Pretty in Pink hex codes that we have now. And they are different. They are subtly different. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see this? Can you see that? How gorgeous that is? Okay, I've moved it, so now I'm not going to be able to use that, but I wasn't using it anyways. Okay, flower center number 3. Now, do we want to do it in Pretty in Pink, or do we want to add something else on there? Because last night when I wish I hadn't have put that card away. They're both out there too. You don't have to do the 3rd layer either. You could leave it with these 2 layers. Let's do that. Let's leave it with just the 2 layers and do the leaves, and then we'll have an idea of what it looks like with just 2 layers on the flowers, because there's nothing saying that you have to use all 3 layers. You need to be creative. Use creative license with this thing. Okay. Now I'm going to get out Summer Splash. So, watching me the past couple of days do this, who have I inspired to get this bundle that was like me and decided they didn't need this bundle until Kathy decided I needed this bundle? Thanks, Kathy. You are enabled me, and now I'm having so much fun with it. Yeah, just going over the leaves. And you know, it's difficult the first couple of times when you try to tell yourself, be careful, don't go over the pink. But it doesn't matter because the pink is all covered up with plastic and it's fine. It does not, the green does not invade anywhere that the pink is, just the way they made these masks. Is it out of order? Oh. Kathy says, how can you do that out of order? I know, right? It's called getting out of your comfort zone. Now, I invited our 3rd co-conspirator to join us tonight, Miss Leanne, but she is in a cleaning. She's doing some cleaning. They had a flood where she has her studio, and she has to pack everything up because they have to put new flooring down. So she's been going down memory lane the past couple of days, boxing everything up. Okay, there we go. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, I'm going to put the 2nd coat of Summer Splash on. And this one's going to be very dark. So I'm not going to go in the lid because I want this to be full strength. So I'm just adding some deep, deep, deep color to this. Anyways, she's had an amazing week packing up all of her stuff. I can't imagine how hard it is to go through all that stuff and have to pack it up and move her studio because the flooring has to go down. Love the shamrock. Yeah, this is Summer Splash. Oh, Lena got hers today. Pat ordered it right off as she really liked working with Enduring Beauty. Oh, yes, she is. She is working her fingers to the bone, and there's a few tears. But she's found some real treasures from days gone by. All right, so here it is, the big reveal with two colors on the flowers, two colors on the leaves. So see, you do not need to put 3 layers on that flower if you don't want to. What do you think? Does it need the 3rd layer? Nate, I'll put 3rd layer on this one because you know you can do that. When I find it. So this is the one that's going to put the center in the flowers. And tonight I'm not going to put those centers in because I want to color the centers yellow with my Stampin' Blends. But I want to add the 3rd color to this one flower so you can see the difference. Because remember, I said we probably wouldn't be making a card tonight. Yeah, Kathy, I'm going to do the centers of those little flowers in dark lemon lolly. I did that on my first one I did, and it's really pretty. Okay, so this flower, I have to avoid those circles where the center of those flowers are, so I don't color that in. Okay, a little bit more. I want it really, 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 really dark. There. All right, let's have a look and see what that flower looks like. Okay, so there's the one that I added the 3rd color in. So it definitely does add some different color to it. And then I'm going to get my dark lemon lolly because I like these centers done in lemon lolly. There we go. Now, what do you think? Should I add color to the other 2 flowers and leave the daisies, or shall we add? Because the daisies don't, the only thing it puts the extra color on is the center of the flowers. These ones don't get double color on it. It's just the big flowers. Now, what if we took and did something totally different just to see what it would look like with the centers on there, with the center of these 2 flowers done in a different color so we can compare it. So Nadine and her husband Wayne are on a road trip to Florida this weekend, and she sent me a picture of a magnolia. And it was the biggest magnolia I'd ever seen. It was like this big. It was like the size of a dinner plate. It was absolutely stunning and a beautiful, deep, rich white. Okay, so I want to add something in there, but I'm not sure what. I should have researched what the roses look like. Maybe we should put some yellow in there. Let's see what yellow does. See what lemon lolly does. Because I know there are some pink flowers that have yellow. And of course, I don't have a little brush for yellow, so we'll have to make do with the big one, but that's okay. So this is dark lemon lolly, or dark lemon lolly. This is lemon lolly. Let's just add a little bit on there and see what happens. Because I know when you use Stampin' Blends and you add different colors, you end up with different effects, and it's really quite interesting what happens. So I'm just adding lemon lolly on top of this pretty in pink. There we go. make it a piece rose. If I knew what it looked like, Holly, I would do that. But I don't know my roses. Is a piece rose white and yellow? There we go. So there's the rose with 3 colors of pretty and pink, 2 colors of pretty and pink, and lemon lolly on top. Pink and yellow. Oh, maybe lemon lolly will make it a little peachy. I don't know. It definitely has a yellow tinge to it. I wonder if I can go and look up what a peace rose looks like. Let me go over here. I'm going to go peace rose images. Oh, lots of white on a peace rose. Pink in the middle, or orange, yellow in the middle, and pink. It's pretty. Okay, get this back up here. Okay, so there's number 1. Let me write on here what we did. 1 is pretty in pink. 2 is pretty in pink. 3 is lemon lolly on that one and that one. And this one, 3 is pretty in pink for that one. There. See, now I can keep this after I take the adhesive off the back, because, you know, will stick to anything. I can keep this, and when I want to make a card, I can go back and see what it looks like with a little bit of yellow in there. That's cool. Okay, so now we're going to clean. We're going to clean. Oh, Lena looks in the seed catalog. Yeah, I just go online and Google it, because I don't have a seed catalog, because I don't grow anything, because I have deer that eat everything in sight, so I tend to not grow anything. I have tried peas and tomatoes and cucumbers, and then they do really good until the deer find them. All right. Now, usually I take this to my sink and I use soap and water to clean it off. But I don't have my sink beside me because I'm in my craft room. Okay. Let's do oops. Shy Shamrock. And Petunia Pop was the next choice. See, this is the one that you got to be really careful with because of that thing in the center there. Now, there's 2 spots, this spot here and this spot here. You have to be really gentle with it. Okay, I have to get my, hang on. I'm getting my paper all wet with the baby wipe. I just have to get my cutting board here. These cutting boards from the dollar store are wonderful things. All right, dry this off. That out of the way. Now, Kathy says, now I want to try a white rose with a touch of yellow. Oh, that would be pretty. See, once you get going, your imagination takes over. Okay, where's number 3 rose? Let's see what this does. Because, you know, I can always cut more or stamp more images too. There we are. I've still got lemon lolly here, so let's use lemon lolly. And I'm doing just the center of the roses. Now you don't have to use the mask to color these either. You can use your Stampin' Blends. There's nothing says you have to use the masks to color this. One of the cards that Kathy created for our Creative Escape, she colored with the Stampin' Blends. Or was it two, Kathy? I think your Spotlight one was colored with Stampin' Blends as well, right? Okay, so I've been avoiding those centers because I have an idea of what I want to do with this. Thought the last one was Shy Shamrock. Maybe my phone is showing. Yeah, no, the last one was Summer Splash. Okay, so I've got the centers of the roses done in yellow. Now I want to take the number 2 rose. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one I want. So I'm going to line up the centers of those little daisy flowers like that. Tape this down. And we're going to do a lighter yellow background on this, just a hint of yellow. I don't want too much, but I want to do the daisies. Just part of them, because I haven't put the full background on there, so it's just doing part of them, so they'll only have hints of yellow in them as well. So do you guys take stuff like this and sit down and play with it and do color combinations? Or do you want to make a card and sit down and make a card right from start to finish? What do you do? There we are. Let's see what this one looks like with just the yellow on it. Oh, look at that. Okay, we need to do the leaves, but I want something soft for the leaves. Um, um, soft seafoam, I think. Soft seafoam. I really miss pear pizzazz. Pear pizzazz was always my go-to green of choice. Light green of choice. Okay, leaves background. Kathy does this. That's how come she comes up with such amazing cards. Kathy is very talented. I cased her paper pumpkin cards one month. I don't know which month it was, like October, November or something. They were fun folds and I love them. And that was that video that I put up on my YouTube channel was one of the highest watched YouTube videos of all time. Okay, I think I need to re-ink this. I don't have much ink in there. Hang on, I gotta get my re-inker. We're going to re-ink this so that it's a little bit darker. Checking soft sea foam. Soft sea foam. I haven't had it happen yet where I put the wrong re-inker in, but I'm sure it's coming. But don't panic if you do. All you have to do is run your ink pad under running water till the ink pad gets rid of all the ink in it and re-ink with the proper re-inker. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to throw it away or anything, so don't panic. Okay. Okay, I'm missing some comments back here. Pat says when she first started, she would stamp a flower image and do different color combinations. Nice. Soft seafoam is a good choice. Seems like a long time ago that you cased my paper pumpkins. Time fly. I know, right? And that was after we were in Vegas in August that I did that. Okay, this is adding a little bit more color. Yay. I really have to invest in some more of the small blending brushes because they're doing stuff like this. It's a lot better to have the little ones. So hubby left today for Northern British Columbia. Ooh, 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 ooh. To spend time with our grandchildren while their mother and I are in Mexico. So right now he's probably tucking them into bed, which is not fair. Miss Maggie was looking forward to Grandpa being up there, I tell you. She kept phoning. Is it time yet? Are you coming tomorrow? Okay, there's some green. So let's have a look at this now. You wash your blending brushes and reuse with, I wash my blending brushes, Kathy, but I reuse with the same colors, not like Pear Pizzazz and Pear Pizzazz, but Granny Apple Green and Pear Pizzazz. So the same color family. Okay, there you go. So this one used just the very center and then the next one for the flowers. And then all I did was one layer for the leaves. So let's get some dark lemon lolly in the center of those daisies because I didn't do the daisies the whole thing. Because if you know me, you know that I like doing parts of flowers. I like the small brushes better than the large. Me too, Holly. Me too. There. Now, do you think this one needs the second layer on the leaves? What do you think? Tell me in the comments. I like that. Lots of white in there. Good idea, Kathy. See how talented she is? My thing moved. I've got a bit of ghosting there, but that's all right. That's okay. So there's number 2. Where did number 1 go? There's number 1 and there's number 2. So let's write on here what we did. Layer 2 flower and layer 3 flower were lemon lolly. 1 layer leaves, soft seafoam. Cat likes it. Holly says no, she likes the soft look. Kathy loves it. Yes, I like it too. Okay, so now let's get crazy. I want to do a really colorful one. So I'm going to do the red one. So let me get rid of these lovely light colors that I've been using and the blending brushes so I don't get them mixed up. And bring in my thing here because I have to wash these off. Now this is going to be interesting to see if Real Red and Cherry Cobbler are going to stain the templates. Because you know red stains everything. Excited to see real red. We're going to have to choose a really dark green too to hold up with the red. It's really weird to be alone in my house too. There's nobody but me here. I feel naughty when there's nobody here and I sit down and have my nap. Because I did have my nap after dinner. Oh, my dinner. Oh my gosh. The melon mambo didn't stain yours. Oh, good. Let me tell you what my dinner was. Because, oh my God, it was so good. So we have a new, well, it's a new-ish restaurant that opened in town, and it's a First Nations restaurant. Hang on, real red cherry coffee. And old olive. So it's a First Nations restaurant, and they do venison tacos. Now, my hubby can't usually go to a restaurant and order a taco because they got way too much onion in them for him. So I had mine tonight because he wasn't here. So I went in and I ordered this venison taco thinking, oh, because it was only $12. That includes the tax. Like all in, it came to $12. Or maybe it was $12.60. It's $12 plus tax. Anyways, so I ordered this thing. And when they brought it to me, it was really heavy. And I'm wondering, what the heck? I expected a taco, right? A taco. Oh my God, this thing was like this big. And it's made with fried bannock on the bottom of it. And that was about this thick. And then it had the venison, which is kind of done. Theirs are not, it's not taco seasoning. It's more like a chili. So there was this big lump of venison and then lettuce and tomatoes and salsa, and thought I died and gone to heaven. I tell you, it was the best taco I've had since I had exactly the same thing last September at the fall fair. It is good. So you local ladies, if you're looking for a good taco, go to the Cutest restaurant across from J&L. You will not be disappointed. Okay, I got to remember that this is the background. I don't want it to be too dark. I haven't decided what I want for dinner tomorrow night. But I thought I might as well start with my Mexican food, right? And our son messaged me and said, oh, shoot, I shouldn't have done these red. I should have done them a different color. Too late now. He said, Mom, do you want to come? We're having waffles for dinner. No, thanks. I didn't tell him I was going to have a venison taco. Okay, so there we are. Number one. Maybe I'll go to, what's it called? Bar Burrito tomorrow, because they have loaded chips. So they take, there we go. They take corn chips, tortilla chips, and load them up with all the taco toppings. Yeah, they're so good too. Have you tried watercoloring with the masks? No, I have not, Cassie. I have not tried that. We saw it done when we were down at convention in Houston, but I have not done it. Okay, lots of deep red in here. I'm inspiring your brain. Yay! Well, Kathy, you need to make some of these cards or color some of these images and then share them with us in the group so we can see what you're doing. I invited them. I invited Kathy and Leanne to come and be with me online tonight, but Kathy declined. So make her feel welcome, ladies. Maybe next time I go live, she will come and join me. My thing is moving all over the place, and I think my Post-it note pieces are wearing out. Okay, there's number 2. You're too shy. And I'm making you hungry? Yay. Kathy, you make my heart happy. Just saying. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on here, but I'm not going to do the center of the daisies because I want to do those yellow. I don't know. I just think that the center of the daisies need to be yellow. But I want to put, let's get some new tape. I want to put some what was I trying to say? What do I want to put? I want to put yellow in the center of those daisies, and I want to put some cherry cobbler in the center of the roses. There we go. At least I'm keeping the Post-it note people in business, right? All right. I'm going to use the same blending brush for this. Just make sure I get lots of cherry cobbler on there. And I'm not going to brush it off. I'm just going to go. Now, I want to do, this is a really pretty one. I want to do a really colorful one. I want to do something outside the box with the last one. So tell me, I want to use, let's use an orange. And what color would go with orange? Let's do a really colorful one that's really outside my comfort zone. Do you remember my chicken card? Those of you that were around way back then. And how colorful that one was. Post-it note people love us. They sure do. Okay, I'm taking this off. Are you ready for the great reveal? Those of you that are still hanging out with me. Oh, look at this. Just look at how gorgeous that is. Holy man. Just going to color the centers of these daisies in. And then we're going to put some color in the leaves. Ollie loves the chicken card. It was not unforgettable. I wish I could forget it. Holy man, that card haunts me. They made me do the most outrageous color schemes. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how this goes because I've got it upside down. There we go. See, I put this down upside down. Yep. How are we lined up? Might just have to find the chicken card video. It's out there, Kathy. It's out there in all its glory. Okay. Old olive. Sure, that'll do. Ooh, I don't like what's happening in there. Let's just clean that up. That's been hanging out in there for a while. Do you know that old olive, look at me, I'm messy. Old olive is the longest running ink color we have. They brought it out right at the beginning and it's still there. I'm thinking I'm going to brighten this up a little bit, like we do with Stampin' Blends, and maybe put a little bit of lemon lime twist on here, just to give it a little bit color. Old olive, greatest color ever. Yes, I agree with you. And when you're doing the leaves, remember, don't get them all the same color, because leaves are not the same color all over the place. Okay, now I'm going to grab my lemon lime twist. And I want to see if it's going to brighten up old olive. So if anybody is awake at 3, oh, look at this. Look at this. If anybody's awake at 3 o'clock on Sunday morning, oh, it goes this way. Think of me as I get into my car with our grumpy son, because, and I don't blame him for, he will be grumpy because it's really an ungodly time of the day to get up, but we have to leave. We have to be driving out of my driveway by, I want to have another green. This one. We have to be driving out our driveway by 3:30. And he lives 7 minutes away, so he's going to have to come even earlier. Oh, I thought that was the center of the flowers. Never mind. I was having a blonde moment. Then I fly out of Comox at 6:30 in the morning. And then I have a 4.5 hour layover in Vancouver while I wait for our daughter-in-law to come down from northern BC. And then we have a 6-hour flight to Cancun. 3 in the morning, I know. It's yucky. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, that's stunning, people. Stunning. It didn't brighten it up. It actually darkened it up. Can you see? Can you see that? So that is interesting. What a good choice of color there, Norma. I'm going to keep this out because I'm going to use that for the leaves on the next one. We've got one more. Shall we go all out and do something funky with the color? First of all, I have to clean. So if we start in the background with peach pie, chicken roses. Oh my God. The chicken was yellow and green. It was daffodil delight. And what was the green we used? Some funky bright green. I don't remember what it was. Anybody else remember? I know we used daffodil delight, and then maybe it was granny apple. It could have been before Granny Apple time. Well, it didn't stain. Well, yeah, it did a little bit, but not much. Just kind of in the holes of the flowers. Was it garden green we used? Holly? Holly was instigator in that card. Okay, it definitely, this is the number 2, and it's definitely stained around the edges of that flower. But that's okay. Garden green. Oh my gosh. It was so far outside my comfort zone, and it did not make my heart happy that night. But that was back when we were in the middle of COVID. And I used to have what I called my collaboration night. And I would bring out something like a stamp set. So I brought out the chicken stamp set, whatever that chicken stamp set was called. And then I had to do what the viewers told me. So if they told me to have a purple chicken, I had to have a purple chicken. Yes, I could. I'd have to go back and find it because I don't have the original. There's no way in heck I'm going to keep that card. Somebody got it. Okay, I'm just drying these off a little bit. We're going to start out with, how about if we do a yellow background, an orange, and then put 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How about we start out with peach pie, start out with lemon lolly, go to peach pie, and finish off with Poppy Parade. Lemon lolly, peach pie, and Poppy Parade, and we'll do the leaves, lemon lime twist when I get home from Mexico. Yeah. I think if I go to my YouTube channel and search for chicken, that it should come up. All right, here we go. Bright, yes. We need to do something bright. Bright and happy. Okay. This all lined up. And all I'm doing to line this up is paying attention to the center of the daisies. I'm not paying attention to anything else because I know once I get the daisies lined up, the rest of it will line up properly. Okay. Now, lemon lolly. Kathy's going to find my chicken video. Yeah, it was a while ago. It was probably 2019, late 2019, I think. Okay, we're starting off with lemon lolly, and apparently I need more ink in this ink pad now. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking peach pie is too tame. Let's go pumpkin pie. I want to do a really bright one because my tendency is to go with subtle colors. So it's time to get me out of my comfort zone and do something different. We're going to start with lemon lolly. Don't forget those 2 up there that I keep forgetting. These 2 up here, they're in a weird spot. And if you don't concentrate on them, you will miss them. Okay, so there's our lemon lolly base. Okay, what happened here? I can't see anymore. Pumpkin pie and oops, hang on. Another oldie but goodie. You're right. Okay, I'm putting peach pie back. Pumpkin pie out. I'm going to have to wash all my brushes tonight too. Ooh. Okay, change the mask to number 2. Number 2. Line it up. Line it up. There we go. Nope. Pat, if you're still there, did you see my message that I sent you earlier about Kathleen? Okay. Where'd my orange brush go? We haven't used orange brush yet. There we are. Orange brush. And I'm going to add some orange in here. Yeah, definitely going to invest in some more small blending brushes. This is much better when you use the sit, stay. Oh, it moved. There we go. Note to self. Have lots of anchor pieces or use a different kind of tape. Okay, there we go. So that was pumpkin pie. Yeah, she's out of town and I have an order for her. So can I drop it off to you tomorrow to take to her on Wednesday? Is that okay, Pat? Oh, look at this. It's so colorful. You want to have an up close look? Look, this is going to be good. Thank you. Are you home all day or do you want me to phone you first before I go over there? I have to go out and buy Pringles tomorrow because Miss Kathy, yes, the Kathy that is watching, brought Pringles and other assorted potato chips to Houston with her as roomie snacks. So now, oh, right. Okay, I'll come in the afternoon. She brought these roomie snacks of these different Pringles. Well, down in the States, they have different things in the Pringles boxes than we do. We don't get the types of chips in the Pringles boxes that she had. We just get Pringles. So I can't get too carried away. But it was nice to have a salty, crunchy snack while we were there. Because if you've been to an all-inclusive resort of any kind, they have lots of food and you can always find something to eat. But I'm a salty, crunchy person and I like salty, crunchy. And they lack in salty, crunchy. You can get sweet, crunchy, you can get sweet soft, you can get savory, but you cannot get salty crunchy. So I'm going to bring my own because I've got lots of room in my backpack, and Pringles travel really well. Okay, here we go. Who, me? Room snacks? Yes, that was you, Kathy. You were the instigator, and they were good too. Ooh, look at this. See, you don't have to have all the same colors. Okay, let's do the leaves, and I'm going to do them. What color should we do the base of the leaves? Should they both colors be lemon lime twist, or shall we use two different colors? Because I have to get some more of this. Should we use one color and do 2 layers of one color, or should we use 2 colors and do 1 layer of 2 colors? Tell me in the comments what you think we should do. Got lemon lime twist. Oh, what do you? Has to be bright. What about if we put some shy shamrock on there? I think so. We'll do lemon lime twist and some shy shamrock. I'm gonna have to re-ink all my ink pads that I've used tonight before I go to bed tonight, or I will forget which ones I used. And it's not like I'm gonna go back and watch my video over again. This uses a lot of ink, so be prepared. Make sure you have your re-inkers before you start doing this. If you haven't, ordered them first. Order any re-inkers you don't have when you order this bundle. Yes, Kathy, the new in colors are bright and happy, and I love them. I am going to miss Parakeet Party, though. I must admit. Oh, I've got a mess going on, but that's okay. Okay, put the last on. Apparently my last mask was a bit on the wet side. It's a good thing I plan on cutting these out if I was using them, because otherwise my fingers have gotten the whole thing really dirty. Okay, I need another one. There we go. Shy Shamrock. Dirty fingers or happy heart. Yep. Okay, so we're just about done. Tell me which one. I know you haven't seen the finished one of this yet, but tell me which color scheme has been your favorite so far. The first one where we did the pinks, or the second one where we did whites, or the third one with the reds, or this one? I'm going to go back and make sure I got all those little green areas. Because wherever there's a hole, it's important you get color, unless you're having a white one like we did. Look. Look how stunning that is. All right, let me just wipe my hands because I don't want to touch these till I get my hands clean. And I had to put on my list another package of baby wipes because I'm just about out of baby wipes. Kathy likes them all. Pat likes the second and the third. Norma says they're all very pretty. Holly says number 4. See? Norma says she's partial to red. See, it all depends on what your type is, right? Whether you like bright and funky or you like soft. Let's get these all going the right way here. There's the red one, and then there's the really soft, elegant one. There we go. There's our 4 cards for tonight. Definitely is a lot of beautiful coloring. I didn't do the centers on these. Let's just do the centers of the daisies. Because white centers just, I don't know, it's just not right on a daisy. Here we go. Well, that's it. We've been doing this for an hour now. See how much fun you can have when you just grab something without the idea of making a card. Just do some art, let your artistic creativity take over and play. Get inky, get your hands inky and enjoy, because it's not all about making a card, right? It's about enjoying the journey, the coloring. Thanks, everybody. Oh, yes. Before you go, Pat, I got your birthday card. I wanted to show everybody the birthday card Pat gave me today. Look, it's a shaker card. It's got shakers in it. Ah! Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Thank you so much, Pat. It's got Wink Stella on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much, ladies. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget that the registration is still open for the Creative Escape. It closes on the 1st of May. I can't extend it because when I get back, I have to order everything and start prepping. So if you're still on the fence, send me a message and we'll talk about it. I hope you have a wonderful week next week, and I will be back May the 6th at 7 o'clock. I think I've scheduled it for 7. It's either 7 or 8. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Enjoy the next week, and I stay tuned to Facebook, because if I can, I will post some pictures of Jesse and I down there. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon in my craft room. Now I have to figure out where I'm going to stop this live feed, because it's not in my usual spot anymore. There we go. All right. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to hit those emojis. Stampin' smiles. Bye for now.